Hi there. My name is Alan Armstrong, and I'm CEO, founder of a company called Eigenworks. We are located in Guelph, Ontario, and we are a very happy client of Future Balance, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about our story. I started Eigenworks in 2008. We do win-loss analysis. We're a services company, consulting company, but I've always had a product background, and we have a productized service company, which I think has a much better shot at being long-term sustainable and profitable consulting company. And we have some product divisions as well. To bring our services to market effectively, like any company, we need a really good read on what's happening with our books, with our finances. And, as a business person, I like to focus on the client, our client, the service we deliver, the product that we're developing, the real value that we bring to the customer, the client. But it doesn't matter how much value you're bringing if you're not making money or you're not keeping a close eye on what's happening in the books. It's all academic. Over the years, I have tried a number of different approaches to accounting. When it was just me and one other contractor working, we had somebody using QuickBooks for us as an outsourced basis. But I gotta say that as the business grew, that was totally unacceptable. We didn't have access to anything, and I went through so many different approaches to this. Until you get to a certain size, it makes absolutely no sense. You can't have a bookkeeper on staff full time, much less an accountant. At some point you have full-time accounting, but that time in between, that sort of, let's say, maybe south of 25 employees, there's a need for really good eye on the books, as well as insights for managers, especially me as CEO. So I went through a number of different iterations. I tried outsourcing it to another firm, fired the original guy because honestly it was such a headache. I thought I was getting good reports, but we did some further investigations and there were some serious mistakes in the books, and I hadn't noticed them. I've learned a lot along the way. Then I went to one of the big firms in Canada, one of the big accounting firms, and they have an outsourced bookkeeping service. It looked good on the surface. They had a portal that they could provide. Supposedly I was going to be able to log in and get reports, but lots of problems. The portal was terrible. It was based on Microsoft Dynamics, which is the worst possible accounting software I've ever seen, purporting to be available on demand, but just so hard to use. Their response times were very, very not very good. They treated us just like we were part of a machine. We weren't really, we knew who they were, but we just weren't getting the kind of responsiveness that we needed. We wouldn't close the books until the third week of the month, and there would be mistakes made. And it was a very difficult time. Finally, I don't know why it took me so long, but I started looking into cloud accounting options, and things are way better today. Only a few months later, I looked around at a number of different options, including hiring an internal bookkeeper and working with Xero or one of QuickBooks Online is pretty good, actually. And ultimately decided to go with Future Balance. And Daniel, in particular, has been working on our account. The change is incredible. Daniel works extremely hard for us. He goes above and beyond on a regular basis. Just this morning I asked him for a report that took him a couple of hours to build for me, and I told him I really need it before a meeting tomorrow, and he was able to pull out the stops and make that happen, even though he had told me that it might not be possible. Getting started was very easy. We gave him a bunch of financial data, and he ported stuff from our previous accounting system and our previous books. He went above and beyond. I think I'm a pretty tough customer when it comes to what I'm looking for. I'm an engineer, and I look at accounting sometimes differently than the way accountants look at accounting. I'm really treating my services business a bit like a SaaS business, a real-time software company, which is where I come from. And I need things to make sense. I need to be able to look at the books and understand what they mean and be able to make decisions on them. And for the first time, I finally feel that I have that. So I highly recommend Daniel and Future Balance.